As curious as it may sound, we are already fast approaching the next update in Red Dead Online, and there is yet another Tuesday update Rockstar has planned for Red Dead Online fans, and one of the biggest questions right now is if this Tuesday is in fact the day for the summer update in Red Dead Online. Now, full disclosure here, for those of you who do not want to waste your time, I will tell you outright that this video is speculation, and honestly, I have no insider information on when the update is releasing, and I do not know for certain, but the reason I am making a video like this is because not only do I want to share a theory that I think really holds some weight, but also there is some more news going on with Red Dead Online and with Rockstar Games, which I will be covering inside of this video as well. So even if you do not like videos on my channel that lean more towards speculation, there is still a hefty amount of news you may not want to miss. So this video for Sunday is more or less a 2-in-1 upload. Now, in order for me to cover all my bases to hopefully give you something to go off of so you can make your own predictions about when the update will release, I want to go back in history a bit and we can take a look at what Rockstar has done with major Red Dead Online updates in the past. Not only that, but we need to take a look at the timing of when they released more information about the February 26th update, which was the first quote-unquote major update for Red Dead Online, as well as the spring DLC update, which released Tuesday, May 14th. It's not only important to discuss those two major DLC updates themselves for Red Dead, but also to look at the news and current events going on in the Rockstar Games creative space at the time to see what influenced Rockstar's decision to either release more information about the update at that specific time or even release the update itself. And that is exactly what we will be doing in this video I have for you guys here today. Part of this video was also inspired by one of my viewers on Twitch who goes by the name of Warmed Boss, and he told me about a specific wording about the character reset feature coming in the summer update, and it made me start thinking, so when I checked the Newswire and read the description again, it differed from when Rockstar first confirmed that the feature would be coming to the game. So shout out to him for sending me down a little bit of a rabbit hole here that I now get to share with you guys here in this video. So drop a like if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and make sure to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram at HazardousHDTV to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest Red Dead Redemption 2 online news and information. Now, getting started here today, let's first talk about why I think there is a noteworthy enough possibility the summer update is releasing this Tuesday, August 6th. Let's go back in time to the June 25th Red Dead Online Newswire. On the June 25th Newswire, Rockstar shared with us lots of things to come, and some of the biggest of that specific week in Red Dead Online were the PlayStation 4 Early Access exclusive pieces of content like the Ancient Tomahawk, Perlino Andalusian Horse, Bellinger Saddle, Finley Jacket, Stanger Studded Spurs, and Caldwell Hat. Emotes like the Boast and Hey You, as well as the awesome Last Stand Elimination Mode, were all made available for use and enjoyment on Xbox One for Xbox One players. Also included in that update were new clothing items like new chaps, jackets, pants, and spurs, and although they're not necessarily important or pertain to my theory specifically, I just wanted to be thorough and share with you everything that released that week so you can kind of think back to what you were doing at the time if you remember. And I'll also leave that Newswire down in the description below so you can follow along with me in this video. Now, there was one major thing that was shared in the June 25th Newswire, and that was probably the highlight of the week for most people, including a lot of you guys watching, because I remember that was the thing everyone was chatting about in the comments, and that was the official confirmation and announcement by Rockstar Games of the character reset feature coming to Red Dead Online in a future update. In the Newswire itself, Rockstar said, and I quote, "We've been working on implementing some of the top requested features for the next major Red Dead Online update, including the ability to reset your character's appearance without altering your progress, automatically retaining playing style preferences, offensive and defensive, when transitioning to and from free roam, and much, much more." End quote. I'm thinking back to that week, and I remember the biggest question was if Rockstar meant the character reset option was coming in the next Tuesday update, which would have been the Tuesday, July 2nd Red Dead Online update. And I remember having to go back into the comments all day and correct anyone who thought so and directing them to what Rockstar said about it. And they said that the character reset feature was coming in the next major update for Red Dead Online. Keyword being major, and major meaning the summer update, of course. So it was no surprise we were all going to have to wait until the summer update to get this feature into the game, but the announcement and confirmation of it combined with the way Rockstar worded it all definitely confused some people, both on my channel and I'm sure other people on other channels. So that was just dandy, right? We finally had the announcement by Rockstar of a fan requested feature and the ability after it was initially leaked, I want to say, on Rockstar's website. When Pineapple and I made a video discussing that, Rockstar had the option listed on their Red Dead Online website but quickly removed it after it got a lot of attention both in our videos and on Reddit, so we kind of knew it was coming for a while before Rockstar made this official post on it, but it was still a little up in the air because until that official post, it seemed like an accidental announcement on Rockstar's part. So yes, character reset in the next major update was confirmed on June 25th. Now, flash forward to Friday when Rockstar finally gave us more information on the summer update and what we can expect. I made a video covering every detail mentioned, so you can feel free to check the description below to find those video links if you have not seen them already and would like to check them out. I think you would enjoy them and find some useful information there. So in Friday's announcement, the character reset feature was brought up again by Rockstar, except this time they said, and I quote, "The next Red Dead Online update will also feature the ability to reset your character's appearance and much, much more." So Rockstar went from saying the next major update to just the next update, meaning this character reset feature could be added on any normal Tuesday update, right? Well, that's where this theory gets a little crazy, so I hope you can at least stay with me and hear me out if you're interested. This character reset feature is not something Rockstar can just add into the game by tweaking some code on the server side and boom, the changes are live in the game. Server side hotfixes and updates like the ones we've been getting every single Tuesday after the release of a major DLC and that DLC's major title update, but this feature would require one of those major title updates to come into the game. So the first question we need answered is if the character reset option is coming out in Tuesday's update on August 6th for Red Dead Online. And I would say possibly. Rockstar could in fact issue a title update for Red Dead Online to add this feature into the game, but keep in mind that costs a lot of money for Rockstar, as Rockstar needs to send the patch to Microsoft and PlayStation for review and certification, and to do that for only one feature seems kind of like a waste. And it's also worth noting Rockstar doesn't really do any major title updates for Red Dead in between the release of their major DLC content updates like the one we received on February 26th and May 14th, which was the spring update. This is a whole other issue I can rant on because that means Rockstar is not issuing bug fixes or anything like that at all until they release the next DLC, like the summer update for example, and that also kind of explains why Red Dead Online has been broken for so long, because the spring update fixed a lot of issues, but there were also a ton more bugs that were brought about with the issuing of that update, and they haven't done anything to fix those. So now, almost 3 months later, those bugs and other issues have still yet to be addressed in a title update that fixes them all. So bringing us back to center here, there's a discrepancy about the character reset feature, okay? First, Rockstar said it's coming in the next major update, meaning the summer update, of course. And now they're saying just the next update, any update, the standard Tuesday update, right? Run of the mill, which is this Tuesday when we get another Red Dead Online Newswire on what was added. We can get that every single Tuesday. That's happening. And we know it's highly unlikely that they would issue a title update just to add this one feature, especially when they're so close to releasing the summer update in general, where they would just most likely bundle it in with the rest of the content they were going to release with it anyway. So does that mean the summer update is coming this Tuesday? Well, that evidence honestly suggests it, in my opinion. Now, I typically wouldn't look so deep into the wording of such a small thing unless I really thought it held some weight. So let's take a look at what else is going on with Rockstar Games this week, because this is what you really want to listen up for. Take-Two Interactive, Rockstar's parent company, has their next Q1 2020 earnings call tomorrow, Monday, August 5th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. This is a big hint because the last call we had was Monday, May 13th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. That was 1 day before the spring update, which came Tuesday, May 14th. In that call as well, Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, said that Red Dead Online would be leaving beta by the end of the quarter, which suggested fans only had to wait until the end of June until Red Dead Online would finally leave beta. As you all know, literally the next day, the spring update for Red Dead Online released, and that was the update that officially brought the game out of beta, where we jumped right into the full release. Rockstar is always full of surprises, and we know that, and although that was definitely a surprise last time, the way things are lining up again, it honestly makes sense if the same thing happens again tomorrow and Tuesday. Take-Two has their call tomorrow, and then we all wake up Tuesday morning, and boom, the summer update is live. Why do I think that exactly? Because of the character reset feature being said to come in just the next update, which is this Tuesday, and the fact that it's been 2.5 months since the release of the spring DLC update for Red Dead Online. And the spring DLC update for Red Dead Online was released 2.5 months after the release of the February 26th update, the last major title update for the game before the spring update on May 14th. The spring update also dropped as a surprise the morning after Take-Two's last earnings conference call, so the pattern here is 2.5 months between major title updates, and right after the Take-Two earnings call has been when major updates for Red Dead Online have dropped. Now again, this is still a theory of mine, but for any theory or speculation about when the summer update releases, I truly think this one makes the most sense. Now, of course, I still do have some reserves about this, and I told you all from the beginning that this is just my speculation, and we will be going down a bit of a rabbit hole here. But to be honest, if you're still watching up to this point and I have not lost you yet, then that means you're just as interested in brainstorming about Rockstar Games' next move as much as I am, and for that, I thank you for being so supportive. Now, if you are displeased with what you have heard so far in this video, then this next part I'm going to talk about is just for you guys. There are some things that also lead me to believe the update won't be coming this week, but just overall coming soon, like Rockstar has said for months and months now. Rockstar says in Friday's Newswire that they have more to reveal about the 3 roles in the coming weeks and to check back for more weekly events in Red Dead Online. Although Rockstar says they have more to share, they could literally, quote-unquote, share more with us by giving us the update and then sharing the details in the Newswire too, because we all know there will be a Newswire when the summer update does in fact drop, without question. And so I'm on the fence if they really will, like, share a second Newswire in the coming weeks, giving us more teases, like a release date, and if we're super lucky, a trailer for the summer update, although that hasn't really been done for Red Dead Online yet. The 2 trailers we've had for Red Dead Online have dropped with the updates themselves the same morning on that Newswire, unlike GTA Online, where Rockstar typically drops GTA trailers for new updates a few days to a few weeks in advance, and us Red Dead Online players haven't had that luxury yet. It's been a roller coaster for us all, and everything can either be laid out for us like the February 26th update was, where we got a release date and lots of details beforehand, or it could be like the spring update, where it all dropped as a total surprise for us the morning after Take-Two Interactive's last earning conference call. Either way, if it doesn't drop this Tuesday, I don't think it really calls for disappointment, as Rockstar hasn't been specific enough yet on when the summer update releases, but if it does in fact drop Tuesday, then at least we know why, and we all had our clues put together beforehand. But all that said and out of the way, that is everything that I wanted to share on my summer update release date theory, and I think all of us are looking forward to the update in general, so why not dig a little deeper and see if we can put 2 and 2 together for a video while we're waiting. But hopefully you enjoy the video nonetheless. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are you looking forward to seeing the summer update drop Tuesday? Do you think it is? Whether you think it will release this week or not, I would really love to hear your reasons and your own theory on the summer update release date. Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And with that said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Red Dead Online and Red Dead Redemption 2. I got you covered with the best of updates, news, information, tips, tricks, leaks, and all that good stuff. And also GTA Online and The Last of Us 2 content. Can't forget about those. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram, and also get connected with me outside of YouTube, you can follow me at HazardousHDTV on all 3. All those links can also be found in the description down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.